Hi, and welcome to Anmaree's Workshop. My name is Anmaree, and I love to make things with joy. If you like to make things with joy, or you just like to follow along and see other creatives making things with joy, you have found the right place. Please like, subscribe, and share. A beautiful morning in Jamaica, and I'm going to give it a try. Depends upon how many cars, trucks, dogs go by. March was an unbelievable month. It was the beginning of my spring cleaning. Some of you saw me digging around inside my buckets with my projects that are in Ziploc bags. They're planned or they're already cut out. Most of the ones in the boxes, they're already cut out. I have a separate section for things that I planned, and I'm still thinking about it. So let's start with the very first one, which was a free pattern by the Tessuti company, and it was the Athina blouse. And I entered it into the hashtag SewFrugal23 challenge, because you know I love a sewing challenge, because I thought it was airy and breezy, and I had this piece of material from you know where, and I wanted to use it, so let me show it to you. This blouse is a free PDF by the Tessuti company. The only adjustments I had to make were on the arm, and I will show you that. I had some leftover material. This is especially beautiful, this cool work on this fabric. I found it in a bucket at Pings, and at the time I bought in a bundle, and they weighed it, y'all. It was a weight thing. It wasn't to buy the yard, it was weighed. So I got this fabric, and I thought I just love the color palette of the blue. And so here is the shirt by Tessuti. I have a picture of me inserted over here of what it looks like on. Now, after I modeled it, I was more thinking I was going to have problems with the shoulders because my shoulders slope, or maybe my belly in the middle. No, it was soft and floaty. It fit right on my shoulders where it should have. I had a problem right here where this grown on sleeve met the rest of the little sleeve, and I had to go back and insert a godet because it was tight right here at the elbows. So because I love this pattern so much, and I'm going to use it to make some other blouses, because this was super comfortable, super floaty, super pretty, I'm going to adjust the PDF pattern that I downloaded. So if you are plump like me and keep some weight on your arms, I didn't really think I had that much, but you might want to check that on the measurements when you make this shirt. But she's a lovely make. My next make for this month was McCalls 8313, and I know I can already feel some of my subscribers laughing at me about jumpsuits, but I had one more jumpsuit cut out from last year's challenge, and there was another challenge, European based, and so I went ahead and finished it so that I could use this beautiful white lace that I had purchased. So this is a quick sew, even with the intricacies of the lace insert. It's really beautiful. I'll show myself wearing it over here. It is a quick sew. The only reason it took me a little longer is because I inserted an invisible zipper, because as an older lady, I need to get out of this jumpsuit in a hurry, and everybody knows what I mean. And I also lined it with this sheer stretch brown fabric that I came across in Pings and bought, I think, at least 10-15 yards of it, because it was $1 something a yard, and it's perfect for my skin color. So when you come across things like that, lining, stuff like that, that is your exact skin tone and you can use them in various projects, then it's a good buy. But it came out super nice. It's super soft. It does require a purchase belt for the center. I guess you could make your own belt, it's a great opportunity to use some of the belts you already have. Now, as an apple shape, I'm not a really great lover of belts, but I found that the larger, more substantial ones work for me, even though you think it should be the little narrow ones. I guess both could work, but I found some great belts with Scoop, the Walmart brand, that have a presentation in the front and a heavy elastic at the side. I'll show you. So I'm always on the lookout for belts such as these. And here's the stretch. Now, I got these from the Scoop line at Walmart. I got them online, so I don't know about in-store. If you will have luck finding them in door. This one's a bit fancier. It's a black velvet. Okay, so always keep your eyes out if you're apple shaped like me. Look out, keep your eyes out for belts like these. My next make was Vogue 7738 by B. Smith. There are these beautiful jackets. I had cut out one this length and the full duster out of this beautiful fabric that I got from Joann's. Now, Joann's always had a section of these sateen brocade sort of blouses, and you'll see me wearing it with a white dress over here, and I absolutely loved it. Now, you could have used frogs, but I used these buttons, these clear fuchsia buttons, because I did not have a button in my collection that would do it justice. And so I feel these are decent placeholders until I come across something that's truly inspiring, or fuchsia colored frogs. I'm not making my own. I'm not. I have that Threads magazine. I'm not making it. But these are a good placeholder in the meantime, before I settle on something final. Now, I do have a reversible bag that I made that has this color on one side and the brown sateen fabric that I have on the other side. Now, I did have trouble with the set-in sleeve, not on this one, but on the brown one. So since I cut them out at the same time, it must be something with my technique. I must have like a disconnect between the size of the body of the garment, and maybe I did not adjust the sleeve accordingly, because this one fits in lovely, but not the brown one. I'm not pleased with my technique on the as far as easing on the brown one, but I think it's a beautiful jacket. I can't wait to wear it. I found it. So I'm not sure I put these in the makes video. Could have been just something I made and didn't worry with it, but I had these bamboo handles from a long time ago, and I thought they would go really well with the bamboo influence of the fabric. So it is fuchsia on one side, and then the other side is the turquoise and brown. And so since I did that, let me show you the show. Here's the turquoise and brown. And it is a shorter jacket. It's not a full duster. It's a shorter jacket. Same B. Smith pattern. It's a lovely pattern. I believe there's about 4 or 5 still left on eBay. They're not too expensive if you're interested in them. I think there's also a new look pattern. I will try and find that number for you. That's pretty close. But you know, it's the regular Mandarin collar and straight. I think this is also a great pattern for Ankara, because Ankara has some of those huge repeats. So I'm going to reimagine this in some of my Ankara fabrics when it's time for Ankara week. Anyway, so like I said, not pleased with my work on the shoulder. I think, like I said, I think the disconnect is between, I think I made the bodice of this jacket one size and didn't adjust it accordingly on the sleeve. And that's why I have this poof, because I tried all different ways to ease it in, and I usually don't have a problem with easing, but I did on this jacket. So I might have to redo this, but you know, not only did I sealed it off with bias tape, so it's gonna take out the bias tape, resetting it. I'm gonna do it. It's just, I'm sad that it didn't work out. Now this next dress is the Vali dress by Fantastique. And I was still in my reversible frenzy when I started it, but it was finished in the month of March. So I wanted to share with you. It's amazing how the light of day, you can see all the threads on brown. I couldn't see them that well when I was making it. But this is a northern cold weather dress. It is a brown wool blend on one side. I can see all these threads in the sunlight with this wonderful fringe at the bottom and stripe. And I don't have a picture of me wearing it. I'm sorry guys, I forgot to film it. I'll film it and maybe put it up as a short. And then, you know, my favorite fabric from last year is this Lurex cotton blend from Pings. And I think this would be a wonderful dress that would go from, if you worked in an office, if you worked and you were going out in the evening, and you could just turn it inside out and it would have this glimmer and shine. And I'm gonna take my time in the sun and clip off all these threads that I could not see inside the workshop, because it's such bright sunshine here. And what's wonderful is that the thread, the little fringe, shows underneath the gold. The Vali dress is one of my favorites, and Pattern Fantastique is one of my sponsors for the upcoming Sew Reversible Challenge. Now, one of the reasons I love the Vali dress so much is this amazing sleeve. And when you wear them, they're so comfortable. So I did this iteration in the Lurex and the wool. I've made it in linen. I've made it in a cotton blend. And they're all cloud-like and lovely. They have a different personality depending on which one you make. I'd check out that pattern if I were. Now my next make is by Mayake. He passed away last year. He's one of the most famous and lauded designers of our time. I have at least 10 of his patterns, but this is my first make, and I committed last year that I was going to make some of his work, and I absolutely love this. You could color block it. It requires a knit. The stable, or otherwise it has to stretch from here to here. All right, so it is a knit. You can find them because he's passed. His patterns are very expensive right now. You can check on Etsy and eBay, but I did them in this blend of fabric from Pings and Melanated Fabrics, and it created this wonderful casual summer dress, resort dress, go out for drinks and dinners with your friends dress. It is lovely, and I'm hoping that it's being shown at the side this whole time. Very simple make. You have to be very careful about your order of operations. The gathering is only right between these guys. Everything else is smooth. I used the blue fabric to do the bias tape. And I think the fact that this blue fabric has some stretch but not a lot allows that standoffish part, but I absolutely love it. It will not be the first one I made. I didn't even want to take it off. It was so comfortable, and these are my color wheels. These are my colors. So I hope you either look in your old stash. You might already have this pattern. You might have bought it, but if not, you can find some of these patterns around. They're just expensive because Mr. Miyake has passed away. All right, my next make is Look DO597, and it is so cute. I'm hoping you're seeing it over there. And the front placket of it is not buttonholes. I guess they didn't want to deal with any gaping and things like that. It's just a placket that goes down. So I just use some of my decorative toggle. They're not really buttons, but I thought they with the Anmaree fabric, they looked really nice, and I closed it with one of my catches from Sewology at Hobby Lobby, and online you can find their buttons and trims and things online, and it just sets really, really nice. It's really, really cool. Now I am conflicted. I did cut out the pockets. I did cut them out, so I might go back and put the pockets on it just as somewhere to hold my cell phone and my things. I didn't really care for it because I was using the black contrast like right here, but I think I might go ahead and put the pockets back on. But it's a quick make. It's a cute pattern. They have lots of different sleeve variations. This cute little sweet little bow that you can put in the back, and these little strap supports if that's what you need. Like if maybe you're larger busted and need a good bra that's not what is it, strapless, then you might want to use another iteration of this. But it's a really cute pattern with all these different, I'm sure I'm going to make it again. This next pattern I've had for a very long time, but I was watching Sherry's Alchemy. Go check her channel out if you've not ever watched her, and she had recommended that this was one of her favorite wrap dresses, 5454 Butterick. I'm not sure. I'll have to check the eBay for you to see if there are many left. It is really the best kind of knockoff of DVF, Dion von Furstenberg's classic wrap dress. Does not take a lot of fabric, 2.5 yards. You do need a stretch, and even in my apple shape, as you're seeing right here, it's a very attractive dress. I think it'd be really great for the workplace, for casual. As you can see, you can do the flutter sleeve, you can do the long bell, or you can do the slim sleeve. I did the slim sleeve. Let me show you. I used this beautiful stretch cotton graphic print by Melanated Fabrics, Brittany J and Mimi G's fabric venture online. I bought it maybe a year or two ago, but it's very, very pretty, very, very light, and it was a great sew. So quick. You can sew this tonight and wear it to the office. You know, I love a Mimi G pattern. This is 8341 Simplicity. It is a cold shoulder shirt dress button up. It's brilliant as usual. And I had this polished cotton, very, very lightweight. I love the way that the ruffle continues around and is part of the sleeve. Hopefully you're seeing it to my left. Well, with the camera, I could have flipped it to the right. Now, the only thing that I'm going to change is it needs one more buttonhole right here. When I put it on to model it, you may see the little gap. So I've pinned it to remind myself to go ahead and add another button. Now, this polished cotton was not, I don't know, something about the texture, it was not responding well to my buttonholes. I think You know what? I may not have interfaced this. That could be the problem. I'm the problem. I think I did not interface it properly. Oh, it's all sealed up now, but I think I didn't interface it, and that's why it was chewing up, making my buttonholes. So I think that was the problem. You know what? Doesn't matter how long you've been sewing, you can still have a hiccup. And I was probably watching some movie, or Love is Blind, or The Circle, or some nonsense on television and didn't pay attention. But it was so comfortable. I have perfect glasses for it. I only took it off because I need to sew another buttonhole on here. Which cotton was from Joanne Fabrics a million years ago. Ooh, the sun's coming up. I'm gonna hurry it up a bit. All right, not because it's hot, because the sun will change and we'll get shadow. All right, this is McCalls 2699. It's very old. I haven't checked to see if there were any more in eBay, but it's a wonderful casual suit, sort of leisure wear. It has pull-on pants and a skirt with a long slit. This skirt shape is very hot this spring, especially in denim. Now, I was very excited about making this set because I thought it'd be a wonderful thing to take with me on vacation, because look at this, right? I think it would be wonderful, and it is wonderful on. And I cut out half of the skirt. I am missing, I did not cut out the front panels. I don't have any more of this fabric. I checked all my tuffets and my scrap bin. So unless I'm going to make some kind of mashup of the skirt, which is a real possibility, and that I think that would be kind of cute. So when I come across a fabric that works with this, I'm gonna do that. But the hand, it's really nice. It's not hot, it's very cool. The only reason you cannot see through the front panels is that they're doubled. They're doubled. And here's an example. Here's the back panel. You can kind of see, well, maybe you can't, but the wind, the breeze will come through it easily. And I think it's one of those things that you're just gonna throw in your bag and go on about your business. This is a classic from Butterick. It is 6588. If this is not in the pattern book, try and get it, because this is a wonderful dress, especially if you have a beautiful sheer with embroidery, or a dress that has a border at the bottom. It gives you that opportunity to use your shears as well as a border print, and it gives you all this opportunity. You can do the little peek out cold shoulder. You can do the long sleeve with the bell. All right, so I want to show you what I used. I had this heavy, I think this is the last of it, black crocheted lace. I do have it cut out in a gown with a jacket, but I don't have need of it yet. So I haven't made it. It's still in one of those buckets, number 1, 2, or 3. I think I've used 1, so it's in 2 or 3. But this is that black lace, and I edged it with the black cotton, the black cotton bias tape that I get on the roll at Pings. I was a little conflicted. I didn't know if I should use the black satin, because this is a dressier dress, but I think the black cotton, I can, you know, it gives it, I can wear it to different places. As you can see, it is rather fancy though. So, but I stand by my choice. I like the handle, and I had it. I had leftover black cotton, but I just couldn't get over how beautiful it was. I used a very large black catch at the back. It comes away because of the, if you bend down, it comes away. So I think I'm gonna do a loop and button, or if I can find a black catch in my travels, I will replace this. But for the time being, this is fine. But it's such a beauty, isn't it? All right. Okay, next, introduction to my final make. That black lace dress was underlined with this beautiful black polyester blend, a little bit of a stretch in it. I don't even know what to call it. I know it's 100% polyester. I can't see any. There is no cotton in this, but that's the under layer for the black lace dress. But it's the same material that I used for my final make. Pattern Fantastique's harmonic set. I cannot even tell you how much I enjoyed making this outfit. Pattern Fantastique's harmonic set. Nita McMahon is the designer at Pattern Fantastique. I've got at least 9 or 10 of her patterns. The Vali dress, the ether, they're always so very interesting to make, and you end up with something really stunning. And I have more to make from her, and like I told you, she is giving us a sponsorship for the Sew Reversible challenge. I'm thinking maybe August, guys, because I think I have to get a lot more together before I host a challenge. You know, I need videos for the month and find partners who want to share with me, as well as secure a few more prizes. So, but I'm on it, guys. I'm working on it. I'm not. So this is the top. It has this beautiful keyhole shape. Let me go ahead and show you. It has this beautiful keyhole shape right here. It's not too low, at least not on me, and I'm busty, all right? And it has these magnificent sleeves. You see the wave? But this was my favorite part. It was the most frustrating part for me, but it was the most amazing part. The ruching, the shearing that makes the sleeves so beautiful. Now, the reversible crazy. I mean, I was dreaming about it, y'all. That is the only reason why I made this outfit reversible, because it's a stunner on its own. And I'm gonna make it again for reversible month. I think in a linen. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make it again. But maybe in a, oh, we'll see. Anyway, so my mind kept on turning over, but what if you made it reversible? And so I did. So that side is the green and purple, and the other side is the green and black. Now you would think that this would be very difficult with the waves on the sleeves, but surprisingly it wasn't. And when I make the sew along video, I will show you some of the methods I use. Now, by making it reversible, I did have to give up one thing, and I will show you that. But the sleeve is still magnificent, right? It's still beautiful, all right? So on this side, I decided that the green and purple side was the preferred side. So my darts show on the outside. So it was the matching of the fabric that really helped. And my French sleeve, my French sewing on the sleeve, I had to do the full Monty where you stitch down and everything, but I still think it gives it a nice effect. I don't think it takes away from the outfit at all. So I would wear the shirt with black pants, with purple pants if I had any purple left. Oh, I do have a bit of purple left. But it is a showstopper. People are going to remember you in it. So if you're one of those people who don't like to wear something twice, that's not me. I love to wear things twice, 3 times, 4 times. Then you're gonna. Then this is not the thing to make, because people are going to remember you in this. They are. All right, let's look at the skirt. Now, before I talk about the skirt, I do have to let you know that I did not make the entire garment reversible, because I feel that would be too heavy and too hot and too uncomfortable, and it would move like a costume rather than a symphony of a two-piece outfit. So the only parts that are reversible are the black and purple. Those are the only parts. And in my sew along, I'll show you how I did that. But this part is single layer, so it's pleasant to wear and supple. Okay, so now as for the skirt, more of that shearing. Now, I did have my doubts. I did not try this on for the longest time. I knew it was my size, but I did not try it on for the longest time because I am apple shaped, and I thought, I don't know. This is a lot of waist emphasis. So on the shearing on this skirt, there should be one more layer of shearing right here. And it would be 4 bands, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4. But I took one off because my body is not that long. It's very, very short. I'm all legs, right? On top of I'm a hen. I'm a fluffy hen. All right, so I took one layer of it off. I did not gather. You see, you could gather it at this very part down here, but I did not do it. But the shearing is beautiful. I don't know how those motorbike guys can hear themselves by the end of the day. Anyway, I digress. But this wave is so beautiful. So let me show you the other side. Now, how this works on me is my crinolines. I have some crinolines, and I have 2 crinolines in house, and they underneath this gave me that shape. Now, with all of that going on, I'm definitely not wearing it to a daytime wedding in Jamaica unless it's like the dead of what we call winter. But the crinoline gave it its extra poof to give me that look that you're seeing in some of the pictures. I did have to lose the pockets. I could not work the pockets in the scope of reversibility. I could not. I chose to leave that alone. But when I make my next set, which is just be a plain and flat one, because I'm feeling I'm gonna have to make this at least 2 more times. In a cream or a white, or another contrast, or Ankara, y'all. Wait for it. Wait for it. I just thought of a fabric that I, in my planning, and I'm about to take it out and change it to this pattern. Yes, definitely. Sorry, brain fart, sorry. Anyway, so this is the skirt. It was so much fun to make. If you want to see the inside, in between, it's stitched in between on the waves. On the waves, and then trimmed to do the double-sided part. I don't know what's wrong with me, y'all. I don't know. Something about it appeals to me. I used to be an architecture major in high school for 2 years, and I don't know, that's somehow messing with my sewing. All right, guys, so that is my March makes. The beginning of spring cleaning of some of my buckets. Next month in April, in April, I think I'm going to take a few things out of my bucket, but and do a few challenges, but I'm ready for spring. I'm ready for some light colored outfits and some fun outfits. So we will see you soon. Don't forget about our Friday night sews. We'll see you at the hashtag Friday sews, and you'll see what I'm doing this week. And enjoy the sew with joy.